Hi, I'm Matt from TM Machinery, and I'm going to be showing you around the Striebig control. What I'm going to do is show you some of the automated features on this machine that are designed to make your operator's life easier and also make your operation more efficient. The main benefit of a machine like this is the automated cut cycle, but ahead of the actual cut cycle itself, there's a range of automated features that are designed to make your operator's life easier. So automatic beam positioning, automatic beam locking, head turnover, stop positioning can all be done at the touch of a button, reducing errors and increasing efficiency. The first thing when you come to the machine is going to be positioning the saw beam. This is done through the touch screen and it's very straightforward. We just select our cutting position, press start, and the machine will locate itself. When setting our dimensions, we do that through the touch screen, then the stop will position itself automatically. This positioning system is quick, it's accurate, and will prevent your operator making errors. Once the stop's positioned and your material's on the machine, we're ready for the automated cut cycle. I can vary the feed speed, and on this machine, I can vary the motor speed as well for whatever material I'm cutting. One question we're often asked by prospective customers is how easy are these machines to use? Unfortunately for us, the touchscreen that Striebig have produced is extremely intuitive. In this example, I'll show you how easy it is to set up for a vertical cut. Changing from vertical to horizontal cutting is also extremely simple, touch of a button. Now, positioning the head for the height of the horizontal cut is also straightforward. I simply enter the size, press start, and the saw head will position. Operator can't make errors with this. It's on the screen, the machine takes care of it. Also, when coupled with our optimization software, those dimensions appear automatically on the screen, as we'll see later. With both the vertical and horizontal cut cycles, the machine will return to the position it started from, so you're not wasting time having to fetch the saw back to do the next cut. When horizontal cutting, the machine will automatically detect where the panel is mounted. Here, the dimension is set from the rollers. As soon as I engage the central shelf, the machine recognises this fact and adjusts the dimension. One feature that's really handy when horizontal cutting is the laser indicator line. So if you're trying to position not based on dimension but based on where on the board you know you need to cut, maybe to remove some damage, then this feature can be very handy. Vertical panel saws are designed to measure from the base up, but that's not always what you want to do. You want to be able to measure your strip cutting from the top down. However, you need to be able to start with a clean edge, and on big boards that can be hard to judge. So the Striebig has an automatic top trim feature. When I engage the system, it will find the top of the board, lock into position for a set trim cut, in this case 6mm, and then when I start the saw, you'll be able to see the laser line again. Once you've carried out your top trim, it's then a simple matter to enter a dimension for the strip that you want to cut. Once you've made that cut, you can then repeat the cycle over and over again without having to re-enter the dimensions. In addition to the saw head always returning to the start position, we also have a panel end sensor. This means that if the panel you're cutting is shorter, as soon as the machine detects that it's finished cutting, it will come out and return to its start position. Again, saving your operator time. The Striebig control also benefits from this wooden backing system, which is exclusive to Striebig and offers benefits over and above what any other saw can offer. The wooden panelling creates a cavity behind the machine that traps dust that escapes from the saw head, preventing it from coming back towards the operator. It also offers unrivaled panel support, especially for thin panels. So when cutting a thinner material, the panel won't chatter, it won't flex, it won't bend, so you don't get any discrepancies or loss of cut quality. The rear frame on all Striebig vertical panel saws moves automatically. This means if you're going to cut a panel and the backboard is going to get cut, it will drop automatically. The Striebig control machine is controlled almost exclusively through this intuitive touchscreen. Not only does it make it easy for the operator to select what he wants, but it also displays error messages. So for example, if I've changed the saw blade and not closed the door properly, an error message is displayed that clearly tells the operator what he needs to do. The machine has the option to have a scoring saw fitted, which is engaged and disengaged at the touch of a button. When you're cutting material that doesn't require a scoring saw, withdraw it, save the life of your blades. If we have a look inside the saw head, we will see the pre-scoring saw at its withdrawn position, fully adjustable to give you a clean cut every time. One other feature for added time saving is the ProLock blade locking system. Rather than needing a flange spanner and an Allen key, all you require is a small Allen key in the side to loosen it and turn to release. In common with all Striebig vertical panel saws, the most important safety feature on this machine is the sprung-loaded guard. What this means is that while cutting, the blade is not exposed, therefore protecting the operator. If I withdraw this guard, you'll see the blade as it would be during cutting. With the guard engaged, the operator has no access into the blade. As well as controlling all the basic machine functions, the touchscreen is used during the optimization process. When the data arrives at the saw, we can select it, bring it onto the screen and go from there. Once the relevant job has been selected, the operator can cycle through the job to see what it's going to do. We can also view the next sheets in the process, see what's coming. The machine tells the operator the material and the size, and also if the material can be stacked. In this case, it can't, we're cutting one at a time. We can set the printer to print all the labels, or one label at a time as the cut piece is finished. At the end of each cut, the machine also indicates what should be done with the material that's been cut. In this case, it's a top trim, so it's ready to go to the skip. As we cycle through the cutting, this indicates that the operator must bring the material back to the machine at some point. This indicates a finished piece that the label is going to be printed and can be put ready for the customer or the next process. In addition to the basic optimization package, there are also a number of optional extras. The software can handle block part cutting, for example when cutting drawer fronts that need to be edge banded together before being recut. It'll also handle material stock, including offcuts that can be reused in later jobs. We can also optimise for narrow strip cut pieces.